Hey there, hi there, ho there. Andrew here, the horror host of Generations X, Y, and Z inside Davis Manor, where we find humor and horror. And you might not have heard, but the second trailer of Halloween just dropped. And yes, the internet has now caught on fire. So, I gotta go ahead and do a reaction video of it, of course, and give my little bit of thoughts and spin, I guess, of what could happen or what I feel about it. I'm going to give you the good, the bad, the ugly, whatever you want to say. I'm going to give the positives and the negatives because that's what I do when it comes to reaction videos. So keep that in mind. No intros, no nothing fancy whatsoever. We're just going to go ahead, get right into it because I don't want to waste your time and I don't want to waste my time. I want to watch this video already. So here we go. Let's get into this. Let me turn a little bit here so I can watch my screen. And as you can see, I'm now going to be put into a corner. Nobody puts baby in a corner. Let's hit this now.
Trick or treat!
Trick or treat! That's a different movie.
Which one should we go to? They're all spooky. I'm gonna pick that one over on across the street. Yeah. Oh, what the? Hey! Sorry about that.
The pumpkin drops. The radio's on the shoulder. That's callbacks. Actually, this is a very cool shot. I like this.
40 years ago, on Halloween night, Michael Myers murdered 3 people.
No, he didn't.
After that horrific night, he was sent back to the institution in captivity.
Hammer! Oh, that's a playback from the second movie. She was making a ham sandwich too.
I have prayed every night that he would escape.
What the hell did you do that for?
So I can kill him.
Yeah.
The bus crashed.
Good music.
Escaped.
He'll return to Haddonfield, his home.
I need to protect my family.
You have no security system, Karen.
Mom, you need help.
Evil is real.
There's a reason we're supposed to be afraid of this night.
I've been preparing for this for a long time. It is not safe to be on the street tonight.
Go home! Get out of here! Get inside! Michael!
He's here. He is a killer, but he will be killed tonight. Happy Halloween, Michael.
Okay. Okay, I gathered my thoughts and I had a little drink real quick before I move on. I got some good and some bad, obviously, about this. And while I talk about everything, let me go ahead and give a big shout out to the patrons of the channel that are scrolling up here right now. And if you want to be a patron of the channel, all you have to do is click the link above, the link in the description, or at the end of the video. You want to join me in this journey that I am doing here on YouTube, that I am going to be eventually making series and web series and webisodes and short films and all that other stuff. You want to be a part of that team. You want to join me on this journey. You want to go ahead and get exclusive content. You want to go ahead and see behind the scenes, earn some merch, whole bunch of other stuff. Go ahead, check out all the rewards, check out all the goals that we're doing. I'd like you to be part of the team. Now let's get into the trailer here. I would say first off, this trailer is really good. It sets the tone. It gives whets the appetite enough that we are ready to see this movie. Don't give us anything else. I don't want to see another TV spot or anything like that with different footage or anything. This trailer, fine. Sets the tone, like I said. The music, of course, John Carpenter doing it, plays it well. He did it right the first time, so for him to come back and do it all over again, it's great. Sets the right vibe, the atmosphere by the director and the cinematographer, the director, David Gordon Green, definitely had a vision and how he wanted to handle things. Now, obviously, he is giving us a little bit of a different view here with Michael. We are seeing Michael getting the weapon, turning around, going in, killing somebody, and everything. We were just used to just him being the Shape. He was out somewhere sideways, you know, out behind something over here. He's fading into the darkness. He comes out and, you know, boom, and hits you. This, we're seeing him walking the path, grabbing the hammer, grabbing a knife, you know, coming up to the house, looking in the window, walking around, coming in, about to attack the victim. It's a whole different view, a whole different take of Michael Myers. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I have no idea. It's interesting, and I definitely want to see it. Though it also changes the mythos a little bit. And the mythos also of how evil Michael Myers is. And they even say how evil he is in there. And I say bupkis on that. You've taken away the mythos, the legend of Michael Myers. Okay, you've taken away all the other movies. So, as in the voiceover, Laurie Strode says Michael Myers, 40 years ago, Michael Myers killed 3 people. He didn't. He killed more. He killed a mechanic. No one remembers the mechanic. I mean, that's how he got the coveralls. So, and Loomis saw that, by the way, in the first movie. He came across and saw the dead body. So, he would chalk that up to Michael Myers. Now, if in the movie it's different and she says, he killed 3 of my friends, okay, I get that. And they do that in trailers. They change voiceovers. They add a scene, take a scene away. And, you see something in the trailer and it doesn't show up in the movie. That stuff happens. So that could very well be. But like I was saying, the mythos of him being the boogeyman and him being in the shadows and lurking around and just being the Shape that just comes out of nowhere and kills you. It's going to be different, obviously. They're still going to have some shots where he sneaks up on people, and that's very cool. But we're given the shot of him preparing or him deciding to kill somebody, because obviously he is got this kind of voyeur type thing going on, and then he goes ahead and kills the person. I think James Jude Courtney is going to do a really good job as Michael Myers. I got the walk. I got the stealthiness of what he did. He was rigid yet smooth, which was exactly the way that Nick Castle did him in the first movie. And speaking of Nick Castle, I think he's the cameo that everybody says, because originally he was going to be the Shape, but then it suddenly became he's a cameo. I think he's the guy that's behind the tree. It looks like it's his white beard, so that could very well be the Nick Castle cameo, and everything else is James Jude Courtney. So with that, I want to say one other thing about the story. When it comes to the premise, I don't think that I can't think of anything else other than saying Laurie looks like she's a prepper. And I don't know if that's right or not. I mean, she totally looks like she's a prepper. She's got a closet full of guns. She's got lights that are mounted on the house, all that other stuff. It just doesn't seem right. It seems, to me, Laurie, as the survivor girl that she was in the first movie, she's somebody that endures, somebody that overcomes. And she had this great persona of happiness, joy, family, friends, all that other stuff. Here she looks a little bitter, overprotective, which I guess is fine. I mean, you go through that, but she looks different as a character. And yeah, 40 years is 40 years. People change in 40 years, but personality, I just picture her being somebody that isn't a prepper. I don't know. I could be, well, I am wrong. I mean, they rewrote her. It's almost like how Luke Skywalker was, eternally optimistic, and then in The Last Jedi, not so much. And that's a whole nother movie. But giving that as an example where you come back and you watch it and you go, it doesn't feel like that character. But I don't know. Anyways, that's my take on it. All in all, I think it was good. I think it was a good trailer. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the movie. I do think that the way that the fan base and people on the internet ruin movies by complaining and then overhyping and back and forth and getting these factions of pro-movie, anti-movie. Movies can have flaws. There can be good movies with flaws. And I think that this is going to be a movie that has flaws. I mean, I don't like a couple of things that are in there. I don't like the nods to the movies that don't exist anymore in this timeline. You're going to go ahead and tell me that, you know, all the sequels don't count. They don't exist. And then you go ahead and you put in a kid with a boombox on his shoulder, which is a nod to the second movie, or the woman making a ham sandwich, and Michael Myers grabbing, you know, with the curlers in her hair and the robe, and Michael Myers grabs the knife. It's a nod to the second movie. The kids wearing the masks that were in the third movie, which wasn't really canon to begin with. But when you're saying, hey, we're wiping all these out, they don't count anymore, but when we sprinkle them in here, it's like fan service, but it's almost fan disservice to me, because it's like, we know that you're going to be upset that we're rewriting things, but here you go, here's a carrot. So that's all I got to say with it. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Do me a favor, don't do the death threats. I got enough death threats on the whole last trailer review and the one video that I said why I think that the movie was going to suck because of the bad marketing and the fans that were involved. And then I get death threats like crazy. Worse than the Walking Dead. You people are worse than the Walking Dead fan base, which, again, I'm a fan of the Walking Dead. And, I call it the way I see it, and people want me dead for it. The internet. It's a beautiful thing. So with that, if you like the video, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. And make sure you hit the bell icon. That way you get notified the moment that I upload. And I will see you in the next video.